So if you guys keep catching the ball off the heel, you're probably not bad at golf. You're just getting the handle of the club too far away from your body. Today, what we're going to be focusing in on is some external focus cues that you can use in order to start hitting the ball in the middle of the face and even somewhat towards the toe. So the first thing we have to understand is, what is a heel strike? A heel strike is when you hit the ball somewhat towards the heel on the left side of the face, and for a left-handed player, it'd be on the right side of the face. This contact position is usually going to see your ball flight flare out to the right, be pretty weak. You're going to have a slightly harsher feel when you make impact with the golf ball. Contact will basically feel like you're hitting the HOSEL of the club. And the big thing that most golfers do when they're trying to fix their shank shot or their heel shot is they start focusing in on, oh, my hands need to be in this position here, down here as I come into the ball, or I need to rotate more in order to get the club head more in line with the sweet spot. So when you deliver the club head and you start hitting the heel and you start hitting shank shots, you have to understand that the club itself is moving closer to the golf ball. The grip end of the club and the club itself are moving closer to the golf ball, and the grip is moving out this way. Somewhere down on your downswing, you are coming in and the grip is getting further away from your body. So instead of fixing this, thinking about where your body parts are, where your hands need to be, we're going to use some externally focused cues that are not going to constrain your motor system. You're going to be able to swing freely and just get the club head moving so you can start hitting the center of the face more and even off the toe. So the first cue that we can take a look at is, as you're coming into the ball, I want you to get the grip of the club as you come down in front of your belt buckle as soon as possible, okay? You want to have that grip in front of your belt buckle, and then from there, you can just rotate everything through nice and easily, and this is going to get you hitting the center of the face more. You got to make sure when you're using this particular cue that you want to get the grip in front of your belt buckle and be as close to your belt buckle as possible as you come through the impact zone. I like to call this one dragging the grip past your belt buckle. This cue will help you avoid letting the club move out towards the ball excessively. So as I line up and I'm about to hit the shot, I go into my setup and I take my backswing, and as I come down into my downswing, I try to get the grip as close to my belt buckle as possible, as soon as possible in my downswing, and then from here, because I'm nice and tight, I can rotate everything through together and start hitting the ball in the center of the face or slightly off the toe. Looks something like this. I line up. My main focus is to get the grip in front of my belt buckle as soon as possible from the top of the swing, and then from there I can rotate everything through together and the ball should come off towards the toe or somewhere towards the middle of the face. And as you guys can see, slightly towards the toe, perfect, exactly what I'm trying to do. This is going to really help you avoid hitting the ball towards the heel of the club. So I've always found that when you hit the ball, obviously in the center of the face, it's just going to feel way better. But even when you hit it off the toe, it's going to feel pretty flush, and you're not going to have as many problems, and you're going to be able to avoid that shank shot that can really kill your rounds. The second cue that you can use is when you line up to the golf ball, you get into your stance position, and as you take the club back to the top and you start your downswing, you can envision yourself getting the grip to flow along your toe line as you come through the golf ball. If you just focus in on that external focus cue, just let yourself get the grip flowing across your toe line. That's going to keep the club head from moving excessively outward on the ball, and you're going to be able to hit the center of the face or slightly towards the toe. I'm going to use this cue, and I'm going to show you guys that you can hit the center of the face or the toe shot just by focusing in on getting the grip moving along your toe line through the shot. Okay, so that was really cool because I hit it excessively off the toe. Look at this. You can see here that that was excessively off the toe. That is too much. You don't want to hit it that far off the toe, but you get the point of what you're after if you're hitting the ball off the heel or starting to hit shank shots. Getting the grip to flow along your toe line as you come down is going to allow you to keep the club closer to your body so you can start hitting the center of the face more often and slightly off the toe. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you can take something away from this and really put it to work and utilize it in your game if you're hitting the ball off the heel or you're shanking every second shot out on the course. This is a pretty simple concept to understand. You just got to make sure you put these externally focused principles into this and you will be well off. You'll start hitting the ball in the center of the face and start having way more fun on the golf course. You're not going to have those disastrous shank shots that are ruining your rounds. And if you guys are looking for the best coaching available, go to www.externalfocusgolf.com, sign up for my membership. I have some new things coming out where I'm going to be doing online lessons here pretty soon. We're going to be able to work together and I'm going to show you the best way possible to get better at the game. Too many hack coaches out there giving poor information, not understanding the motor learning process and what you need to do in order to get better. So www.externalfocusgolf.com and we'll see you for the next video.